What's going on YouTube? It is DudeAwesome20 here, and we are back with some more NBA 2K23. But now, this will unfortunately be the last video of this game because, I mean, you know, the new one has come out, and realistically, I just at this point play this game really for fun. But anyways though, I hope you all enjoy it, and let's dive right into the video. You know, now me and my partner Esfo here, I mean, like, we dive honestly into our first game. I mean, me and him realistically were just saying to each other, I mean, honestly, this game to us really isn't, like, I mean, it's fun, but I think the problem is that, like, obviously, since, like, newer 2Ks come out, and maybe people, like, go out and see, like, oh yeah, this build's cheesy, or no, this one's good, but realistically, I mean, now, me and him at this point, we try to just play casual, you know, like, we were actually playing casual here, we really weren't, like, trying as hard as we were. I mean, realistically, I mean, we were just able to really get like stops because, you know, a lot of people are now just like, I mean, at this point, I'm personally thinking that a lot of them are either new to like this 2K alone, or some of them could just be only randoms who just feel that, okay, like, I'm just gonna buy the game, I'm gonna, you know, just play it. I mean, it's free, you know, like, it's not really like a big deal. I mean, you know, why waste my money on the new one yet, you know, like, but realistically, you know, people see that this is very cheap and just feel that they want to play for fun, like we did, you know, like, I originally, again, had only the PlayStation 5 version of 2K, so, like, leading up to this moment, where, like, okay, like, I have this game, I mean, you know, originally, my Duo Hornet actually only has PS4, so, like, for me to go down to the PS4 version was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. I mean, I'll give it a try because it was free, and I remember trying it, and I was like, okay, I like this. And then me and him just saying, you know what, let's play 2K, let's give it a shot. I mean, I haven't played with him in so long. I haven't played with him actually since 2K21, so, like, it's been like a year or two. But anyways, though, I mean, realistically here, it was honestly good that me and him got to play this 2K. You know, it was like really well thought, like, you know, it was honestly really amazing playing, you know, again. But honestly, at the end of the day, I mean, me and him, you know, we just do what we gotta do on this game. I mean, we have fun, and I mean, at least sometimes, I'll just say. But otherwise, I mean, if we don't get bullshitted, then we think the game is worth it. I mean, honestly, it was really, again, nice playing out the game, but as we honestly were really doing good against these guys too. We were like smoking them, like they could not have stopped us at all. Like, this game was insane. Like, the amount of like dunks me and him kept getting, shots were falling. I mean, like the amount of playmaking done in this video, like that pass, well, unfortunately he missed with somehow a sharp takeover, which 2K, like, what the hell. But I mean, at the same time though, I mean, yeah, these guys honestly were already chicken from the start. You know, they were fresh. We actually figured out how to, you know, put a stop to them, and we eventually, you know, I got the ball back. Obviously, we were like hooking up, like, really. I mean, I just took some ridiculous ass layup there. I mean, we knew we were gonna get the ball back. These guys really weren't anything spectacular, but yeah, well, at this point we'll skip ahead to the end real fast. You know, we finally ended up ending the game against these guys. I mean, really, you know, again, it was like a quick game for us. I mean, these guys really weren't, like, you know, too amazing. But anyways though, we'll head over to the next game. Now, going over to the next game, I mean, these guys honestly were, like, they were actually not terrible, but I mean, again, like, I guess me and Hesfo, we were on like a really good, like, like groove. You know, we were like doing really good. I mean, obviously we came off of a dominating win in the last game, but leading up to this game, I mean, these guys weren't like, again, they were better, but not really too much better. We were able to obviously get a stop, only because like we actually did have to court hop. Like we had to go from our court that we won to this court, because this court was like we just had to come here because no one wanted to play us. Like we were actually waiting for like 20 minutes realistically. I mean, like it just shows that like how much like people really like want to play you in this game nowadays, but and how people also run away from the good players. But I mean realistically, I sometimes could do the same thing. I get why, but otherwise, I mean this game really, I really don't like. Sometimes I just play the game and that's it. I mean, if you're good or bad, like why not? You know, like just get the games in. You know, it's really, if you lose, you lose. You know, I mean, you obviously get better. You know, it's not really like the worst scenario. I mean, wow, cool, you lost. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you could definitely just win the next game and get the loss back on your record anyway. But I mean, overall, I mean, we honestly played these guys. And, I mean, it really wasn't like, again, like yeah, it was some comp, but we actually like it was like insane how like we had to just eventually get the stop. I mean, honestly, just like we won. We honestly, it was very shocking to see that we win, but yeah, I mean, our comeback in this game was insane. I mean, you know, that's all right there. Just gets the steal, he dunks it, and then from there forward, it was honestly like a okay, like we could do this. Like, you know, like let's lock in. I remember I see like he turns it over there, and then what made me laugh was when I was like talking to him, like, you know, in like our little party like we had. I actually did say like once, because he hit that too, okay, and I said right in that moment in time, oh yeah, like it's time to lock in, because I was talking to him about something, and then we were like, okay, let's lock in. Like I said, at least it's time to lock in. We get the stop eventually, you know, like we're like locking him up. Like that skeleton wasn't doing nothing. Like I was locking in, he wasn't doing nothing. He just missed a shot. He timed it wrong. And once we got it back, that's it. It was over. We scored like so much after this. Like, no, I hit the 3. And once I hit that 3, it was like, okay, that's it. We're locking in. We're gonna win this. We could do it. Like, you know, like we don't core hop for no reason. You know, but honestly, you know, like this game, like was insane. Like, you know, he hit a 3 right there. Well, actually, I thought he did. I mean, you know, 2K is broken, but I mean, realistically, you know, I remember we scored here. I mean, there you go. I got the little dunk. I mean, that guy, I don't know what he was doing, but at the end of the day, though, I mean, this game honestly was like intense for us. We ended up like coming all the way back. We eventually won the game, but I honestly skipped to that moment real fast for you all. So as you can see here, we eventually, you know, beat these guys, you know, after locking in and taking that like amazing performance. I mean, it was really funny to me again that we decided to, you know, I told Esfo, like, look, man, we're gonna lock in, we're gonna win this game. Like, I mean, it's just funny to me at the moment in time when I was like, yeah, let's lock in, and we just won, you know. I think that's honestly hilarious, but going into the next game was pretty interesting. Now, this game, honestly, now was a pretty interesting game, even though, like, we did, like, blow them out. But realistically, these guys, to me, really had some IQ, but at the same time, like, I felt that we were really just doing, like, the most basic moves that we could have ever done. Like, their scoring averages did look intimidating, especially for the guy on the left. I mean, he averaged 12 a game. I mean, you know, that's pretty skillful. I mean, in this game, I mean, averaging to me above 10 points a game is skillful in 2K. Like, you are like pretty good offensively, but that could sometimes mean, at least in this game, that you also play a lot at once. So like, that didn't really like stop me. You know, like I tried to take away, I got blocked. He shoots a 3, unfortunately misses. They like didn't get the rebound somehow, which leads to me getting a dunk. But at the same time, I was like, wow, like these guys really aren't that good. I mean, like, how the hell did they miss that? Like, the ball's just bouncing on the court like if no one was playing basketball. But yeah, at the same time, it was pretty interesting, you know, like, again, that's gonna be something that I really miss, is that, like, I mean, I actually kind of really enjoyed this game. I mean, I got it late. I got the current gen version when it was free. I mean, I have played the future gen one, but at the same time, I really don't have much gameplay to show for it, because, like, I mean, realistically, I know, like, I used to play Rec with me and a bunch of my other guys I know, like friends, and even in real life, I know, like, those are my friends in real life, majority of them at least. And at the same time, I know that I mean, it was honestly really well, like we used to like have fun on the game, but once like we saw that, you know, like the game was hitting like the fan, you know, it was going down hard, like for us, like really wasn't that enjoyable anymore. I feel like, I mean, it wasn't hitting for us. I mean, a lot of the builds that we made even on Future Gen got patched later on, which personally, like, was very unfortunate, which sucked for us. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I know that, and even when I look at the next game, I just didn't like how, like, they already, like, copy and pasted, like, many things. I mean, yes, they do that every year, but, like, oh my god, like, when I was watching videos, like, the My Player Builder was different. It was like, dude, like, can we just do something different, you know? Like, why, like, do that, you know? It's really stupid to just copy and paste something like that. But at the same time, you know, it was pretty interesting to see that. But at the same time, I mean, really, to be fair, it's just unfortunate that 2K's really hitting a turn like that, coming from someone like me who's been playing the game since 2K17, 16. I had 15, but I just never played my career in 15. But realistically, it was honestly really, again, an enjoyable, like, game. I mean, and leading to, like, even like this, like, version, like these versions, like Future Gen, now 2K, which is like, and even this version of 2K, which led to like something like okay, the My Player Builder is very different, you know. But at the same time, though, I mean, really, to be fair, I mean, the My Player Builder is a lot different compared to how it used to be, you know, back in the day. Obviously, you know, OGs out there, you know, giving a shout out to all of you all, you know, especially including myself. I'll raise my hand. But at the same time, though, I mean, if you really had to, like, think about it, no, I miss how the old 2Ks were. It's just very unfortunate that 2Ks aren't like that anymore. I mean, I wish they were. I really want them to be, coming from a fan. I mean, I've been playing the game for a very long time. Like 2K, I've had like from 15 up to now. But it's gonna be really sad, you know, when I say to myself that, damn, I really don't want to get this game now, because the My Player Builder is just very wacky and makes zero sense. You have to like really sit there and like analyze it. And, you know, like, you're sitting there like, oh my god, like I feel like a loser, just like taking a whole day out of my life just to make a player. Like, I'm not even having fun anymore. It's really unfortunate, you know. But at the same time, you know, like 2K wants to take a different approach, they could. But yeah, and even going into this game, for example, like, if I had to change the topic a little, like, yeah, this game too was pretty, again, another shaky game. I mean, these guys really didn't know much about the game, but at the same time, I mean, we missed shots. If we didn't miss shots, these guys this would have been like a 2-minute game. Like, it felt long because me and Esco, man, we were missing shots, like, left and right. Like, I mean, like, the guys like actually played like how like they stopped the rim running. For some reason, passing in this game alone was just weird for us. They did keep reaching, which delayed time, but at the same time, though, it was a pretty strange encounter how they did it. But yeah, otherwise, though, at the same time, I mean, let's get to the end of this game, and yeah. now going into this next game, you know, we ended up playing these guys. Now, we thought we were only gonna play them, you know, one time in this, you know, this one game. It would have been done. We would play other competition, but these guys decided to stick around for, you know, a decent amount of times. They played us like 3 to 4 times. Like oh my god, you know, like that. Now that's something that gets to me as a 2K player as well, is that these guys played us like 3 to 4 times in a row. Like, how do you do that? How? Like, I wish I knew. Like, you know, if I lost to somebody like 2 to 3 times in a row like that, like, I would stop playing them. You know, like I wouldn't want to sit there and keep getting my ass kicked. Why would I do that? But you know, at the same time, I mean, look, obviously I take losses, but at the same time, you know, again, I wouldn't want to lose this many times in a row. But now, realistically, you know, like, we were doing good. I mean, we nearly did skunk. We almost skunked them. I mean, they only had, I think, like 4 points. I believe 4 points, I think, or 3. I believe. I don't. They didn't score a lot. I think they only had like 2 baskets on us, but at the same time, I mean, you know, I obviously only picked this game to play because, like, they did eventually beat us in the 4th game. But, like, again, though, like, how are you gonna, like, sit there and like, take, like, the L's like that, man? Like, you're losing this many times in a row. I mean, like, how does it affect you? Like, you know, like, out of 4 of the games, wow, you beat us finally in the 4th game. Like, so, what did you go, like, 1 for 3 against us? Like, that's so stupid. I mean, you know, this isn't like wow, if it was a best of 5 or like a best of 5, we obviously won already, but at the same time, it's just really weird that, like, why would you do that? I mean, and even if, like, to be fair, like, why would you just play us that many times too, though? Like, it's kind of, like, weird to me personally, but you know, these guys just felt like, okay, why not? We're gonna play them over and over and over again until we eventually beat them. But I don't know, man. See, that's something that really gets to me sometimes in 2K. But it is what it is. I mean, that's how 2K wants to be. So we'll let it be. You know, like, let 2K like, do its thing. You know, that's what they want to do. Let them. You know, let them do what they want. But you know, sometimes, oh well, what can you do? You know, it is what it is. But, you know, honestly, these guys really, again, weren't that good. And, I mean, if we would have won that 4th time, I would have been dying laughing, you know, coming from me. And that's why I was even saying the Eslo, too. I mean, it was really hilarious to me that, that happened. But, yeah, but anyways, though, I hope you all honestly enjoyed this video. I mean, personally, this is like a video to me that, again, was like, I felt it was like necessary to do. I mean, I wanted to give 2K one last, like, at least this version of 2K, like this game, one last like appearance on my channel. I mean, granted, you know, they do shut these games down eventually over time, but at the same time, I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta let things go. I gotta let, again, go. Like, I miss playing, for example, like the older 2Ks, but, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, you know, 2K obviously shuts down servers, so that way people buy the next one, you know? It's a money-making option, you know, good marketing strategy. You know, they, like, try to make you buy the next game, but at the same time, though, I mean, honestly, man, you know, this was a good game. Overall, I think certain things were weird about it. I mean, I think this was actually better than the future gen of 2K, which is saying a lot coming from a PS5 player now. But I mean, this version was honestly a lot better. I actually wish me and my friends could have gotten this one, because this one was more like to the point and actually like had some, like, you know, decent fun in it. I mean, if me and Eslo actually had a whole team, like, of players, like if we had 3 more to play with on this version of 2K, or at least a lot of my friends got this version too, then I wish we could have, like, played. But at the same time, though, I mean, it is what it is. Again, I mean, I felt me and Eslo honestly had fun playing 2s. There were times that, you know, we would get upset that we lost. Times that, well, I don't want to say, like, oh, okay, like, I'll reword that. Like, you know, we used to get very mad when losing in the dumbest ways possible. But at the same time, though, I mean, it is what it is in known games. Good game to them, I guess. You can't like really say much, but again, I think as well had some decent fun on this game. Really, again, it was something good for us to even play. I mean, something for us to even do. I mean, it was a good game overall. Like a good game. Maybe I'll lower that to like a solid game. I mean, it had its up and downs. There were times I thought like it was a little. It could have been boring because like I know like the last season, like in Season 8 was a little strange to me because that's when like we first played it actually, because that's when it was free, and we noticed that okay, like this game like was a little strange at the start. I mean, the way the builds like had to be, cause I was like learning the builds. I mean, I knew the build system a little bit because it was a little similar to Future Gen, but at the same time though, it was a lot more simple to understand in this game, which I enjoyed. But at the same time, I mean, yeah, again, I personally felt I had some fun on this game. I mean, I still had some, but I don't know, like, I can't really speak much for him, but coming from his experience, he probably did too. But I know I did especially, and when me and him played twos together, it was still like pretty solid overall. But otherwise though, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and yeah, I mean, I'll see you all on the next video I make. Peace.